Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Now in this lecture we are going to explain displaying JavaScript objects here. What is displaying an object in JavaScript? So here displaying an object means showing the data stored inside an object to the user. So whatever you have data inside object, just here you have to access it and render in the in the terminals or web pages or in the browser consoles. So here usually in the console web pages or logs, then a JavaScript object stores the multiple related values using key values pair. However, if we try to display an entire object directly as a text, JavaScript convert it into a string, and so like object and object here inside array, that is object, then object. This happened because JavaScript does not automatically know how to represent complex object as a readable text. So this is here. Why do we use objects inside square bracket here appears when JavaScript try to convert an object into a strings dynamically. Here, since object are complex structure, JavaScript simply return a default string representations. Here let me here explain with example. This is here create an object const. So here we have the example const user profile, it is equal to inside here it is user, that is else, and then he has score 95. Got it. So this is object, and if you try to here console.log, this is the console.log inside a user, then here it is the user profile. Then you see here in the output you got it here object in object, because user is strings here, users is string. So JavaScript try to convert the object into a string internally. It does like this one here. You have to dot to a string function. You know this is here. I mean dot to a string, you know that here this function. So that's why it return the object in objects here, object in object like this one here. So check it here. This is here. I am going to let me wait first CLS everything. It is my previous code. So you have to just execute here CLS. Now again we have to try to execute this one. This is here node. Here you have to execute your file and you see your result. What object in object, you see here this one object and object here inside square appear when JavaScript here try to convert an object into a string automatically. Since objects are complex structure, JavaScript simply return or define or default string representation. So here then we have the next thing here, method to properly display JavaScript object. How you can render here method to properly display JavaScript object. There are several better way to display your object. First one, display object properties manually. Use for in loop. Use object dot values. Use object dot interage. Use JSON dot stringify. We have 5 methods, so we have to work on each one by one. Displaying object properties manually. Here we can we can display object data by accessing each property individually and combining them into a strings. So here let's create an object. Create it here const student record, it is equal to inside it here student name, that is area, then marks, this is 88, then wave city, it's Delhi, it is Delhi. Right, now combining properties into a readable string, so we have to access each values. Then so to the user let result text is equal to here student record dot student name plus, then we have plus student record dot marks. Then we have to concatenate this one inside strings underscore minus plus student record dot city console.log result text. Here what happened? Student record dot student name is the name, this one Ria. I mean, it means here we have the name, this Ria. Then here student record dot marks, this is the marks, means here we have this 88, and then student record dot city, we have Delhi. It means here we have the Delhi. So we have to just check it your output. Okay, this method work well when the object has only few properties. You see Ria underscore 88 underscore Delhi. Got it? So it is a method. This one here, displaying object properties manually. So this is object and SS. Here we have to get your values. It is simple here. Student record dot student name, this one, then student record dot marks, these things, then student record dot city means Delhi. Good. It is a method one. Like you said, method to properly display object. Why this is a method? Because you see here if you try to like this, you got it here, this one object and object inside is square bracket. So there are method to how to access your values. We have 5 method. First one here, displaying object properties manually. So this is your manually process. Then here using here a for in loop. The for in loop is used to iterate over all properties of an object dynamically. This is useful when the object has many properties. So here let's create a variables. This is here. Create an object first. Const product details is equal to inside it here. It is a product. This is here laptop. Then we have the price 65. Then brand. This is here. It is tech pro. Then here we have to create an empty strings. Let we have to display text. It is equal to empty strings. Then here loop through object properties. Here use for loop. Inside it here let key in operator your product details. This is here I already told you. Next method, for in loop. So here you have to use it. This is for in loop. This in keyword. So inside it here display text. It is equal to product details. Then we have to each key plus here we have to console.log your display text. Console.log display text. Okay, this is another method to display your objects here. If you have too many properties, like at this time we have only 3, but suppose if we have 10 properties, then here you have to use this method. Not you are going to use this one. Okay, here you have to use this one. This manually rendering your object. If you have like 2 or 3 objects properties, so that here you have to use this method. If you have too many properties inside object, you have to use for in loops. Then again execute files. Here you see here Ria underscore 18 underscore Delhi. Here what happened? Key storage property name one by one. This one, this key means what? Here we have product name, price and brand. Okay, we got it here. Like product details, then key means. Okay, here you have to comment this result, otherwise you got it here, this result again and again. Copy this. So you see here product details. So we have here in the key what we have here. You have to correct. Look at here guys, this is product details, I mean this object. Then here from there you got it key. This is a key, this one key. your product name, then price key, brand key, and its value, this one. Got it? So inside it's a product detail.keys. I mean this one, product name. It means now we have to store in the display text what? Laptop. Similarly, next iteration, your price. In the next one, Tech Pro. So that's why here you got it here, you output this one. I hope you got this point. Okay, here iteration steps, here key product name, that is the laptop, then key price 65k, key brand Tech Pro. So output laptop 65k Tech Pro. So here you have to mix it here. Here you have to always write inside a square bracket. Here you have to always write inside a square bracket here. Okay, if you write like this dot key, then this is a wrong method. Okay, keep in mind this is a wrong, because key is a variable, not a properties name. Okay, so here you have to always inside a square bracket, here you have to put this key. So this is another method using for in loop. Next it is here using object dot values. This one, object dot values convert all object values into a array. So this make it easy to display or manipulate them. So here you have to create an objects here, const. This is a movie info, it is equal to inside it here. This is title, inception, incep, and then here we will take the rating, it is 9, and here it is year 2010. Outside to convert object value into a array. So here not console const to value array is equal to object dot values movie info. You have to put it here and then convert array into a strings. Let text output is equal to value array dot to strings. Then we will write a console dot text output. Okay, so let me check it here, guys. What you got it in output. Here we have to execute files and use title, ratings, year. Here you see here with comma we have converted into the array. Okay, here object that values movie info return array. I mean here it is simple to understand. This is here console.log, put it here arrow function, then we have this. Now check it, then you will easily understand things here. Okay, so here values there, I have already told you this one, object that values convert into array. You see here this object here, object convert into array, then value dot array that to string you have to convert into the strings. Here to string convert array to like this one. Okay, like this. Okay, it is strings. Because of this one you have to convert into the strings. So I hope you got about object that values, how it's work. It convert into the array, then you have to convert into the strings. Then using object enter each here, here this method. Here this method is useful when you only need values and not keys. Here we need only values. This one inception 9, then 2010. You have to use object in dot values movies info. Next it is about here. Next it is here we are using object into this here. It convert an object into an array of key value pair, which is useful for looping. So let's create it here. We have to get an example. So const here store. This is here. Let me remove this. Const store stock, which is equal to inside it here. Right triples 120. Then we will write here bananas, that is 200. Then we will write here mangoes 75. let stock is equal to inside it here. This is here let, then inside a square bracket here it is a fruit name. This is here fruit name, then quantity here quantity of object dot interest here. This is a store stock. This is I mean you need to copy this object, put it here, it is fine. Then inside it here we have to stock text plus is equal to fruit name plus we need here colon, then plus quantity plus inside a string go to the new line backward / n. You know about these things, and then you have to console.log. This is here stock text. So this is here stock text, here store stock apples, banana, mangoes, stock text. You know about this is your object.interest. We have to use it here. Convert an object into an array of key values pair, key and values pair. So let me execute net files. So you will see here your outputs. Here object interest stock dot. You see here keys, this values keys, this values keys and values. Got it? Here output. You know object.interest stock store stock return inside array of this one. I mean how you can understand this thing, guys. Just I want to explain that things. Copy this and inside it here. Let me get the console. Not here. Here. Here if everything is going well, you will see here inside array of we have your this values. You see I have already told you object.interest for the first one. This is the first array. Then we have inside it here key value array as a array first one, second one, third one. Got it? So here object.interest return these things. Okay. Then fruit name it is a key and quantity. This is here fruit name and quantity here. Fruit name it is a key, quantity as a values. This number it is the values. So I hope you got these points. Then next and last one. Okay. Here this one. This method is very useful for the displaying both keys and value if you want. The next it is a JSON.stringify. Here convert a JavaScript object into JSON string format. This is the most common way to display the objects. Here we have to create an object. This is const. It is a developer profile. Then inside here name Alice skills Java script and experience. Experience, and that is 3. So here convert object into JSON strings. So let me console.log, not like this. Here let JSON text is equal to JSON.stringify function inside here. Developer profile. And developer profile. This one you have to put. Then console.log your JSON text. Console.log JSON text. Here JSON stringify convert object to a string format. This JSON file, convert this object into the strings output. You got it here. I mean, here this is also you got it in the strings. This one strings, this one string, and this is numbers. So that's why I find this format is readable and commonly used when sending data to the API or services. Just here, okay, let me first you have to comment. Okay, we've already commented that code. Then here, this is here, and you see name, ls skill JavaScript. You see here, this is first, it is object, okay, but this one JSON.string file convert into the your JavaScript object into the strings. You see here, we have just name, but you see here we have put in this name. Now we have inside double quote. You see here in the strings. Similarly for these skills, you see here this skills we have inside strings. Then experience we have in the strings. Right. So you know all about your JSON string file convert a JavaScript object. This is JavaScript object into a JSON string format. Means like this one. Here you see here we have the object, then inside it here name inside the string, skills inside the strings, JavaScript inside the strings. Here this values here. You see here, this name, this skill, this experience convert into the strings. Got it? So it is all about your JSON string file. So it is all about your how to display your data. This is here displaying JavaScript objects here. Got it? So thanks for watching. I will see you in the next lecture.